All right, daily routines. So if you want to go back to that mother tab page, right, that sticky note, I'm going to go ahead and model these. The daily routines are the other do the blue. Okay, so we have the 5 minutes of quick practice, and then we have 10 minutes of daily routines. All right, the daily routines are going to be at the bottom of that quick practice page. So, sorry about this, right here. They're listed right here on your data glance. So they remind you every day. The issue with the daily routines is that if you're in K and 1, it says counting tens and ones routine. If you're in second grade, it says the money routine. Okay, so what that means is when I look at Roman numeral page 31, that means, so this one says the money routine, this is the second grade. Money routine, that means everything is here. This is all the money routine until I get to the next piece of blue writing. And then a new routine starts. Okay, so all year long I have the money routine, and then for some units, it'll add another routine, like the time routine. Okay, so this is where it's going to tell you where that's at. If you're in the counting tens and ones routine, it's going to say counting tens and ones, and it's everything you see here, and turn the page, more, until you get to the next blue headline. And then the next blue headline is the next set of routines that are in addition to the counting tens and ones. So we never let go of the counting tens and ones routine, and we never let go of the money routine. We only add to it throughout the year. So the daily routines are going to last every day for 10 minutes. Most people put this at the beginning of their day. They put it in their morning routine, their calendar time, their morning meeting. If you are doing other calendar type activities, this usually takes the place of it for most schools. Most of your calendar activities are no longer your standards. Money has been moved to second grade. Time, all of those things that we have always loved to do, and as kinder and first grade teachers, it just really aren't our standards anymore. So if you're finding you don't have time to do the daily routines, you may want to just evaluate some of those other things you're doing in your calendar time to fit them in. All of our daily routines are about the tens and the ones, versus the calendar is based on a base 7 system. We don't do much on base 7 in our world. We do a lot base 10. So that's not to say kids should still know what day of the week it is, right? All that is very important. That's all I'll say about that. Okay, so I'm going to model it as a first grade. Kindergarten, you would add 1 each time. First grade, you're going to add in cycles of 3, 4, 5. Okay, your teacher's guide tells you which cycle you go in. Second grade, you're going to use this chart when I get to it. Instead, it's a money chart. This is one of your upgrades from when you went to the Common Core version. Everyone used to have a money chart. Now only second grade has the money chart. Second grade, you're going to do 6, 7, 8, and 9. You're going to do those in rotations because you should be regrouping on an often basis. Okay, so we're going to pretend we're in first grade right now. Okay, so I'm going to model it. You're going to participate so I don't look like an idiot, okay, on video. And you'll feel better about yourself. You'll burn more calories when you participate. All right, here we go. So boys and girls, what was yesterday's number, class?
23.
Boys and girls, we're going to add 3 more. Count with me.
1, 2, 3.
Boys and girls, our new number is 26. Boys and girls, did I make a new 10? Think about it. Boys and girls, put the answer on your chest. Yes, I made a new 10. No, I did not make a new 10. Show me, did I make a new 10? Class? No. Boys and girls, I did not make a new 10. Boys and girls, how many more until I make a new 10? Put the answer on your chest. Class?
4.
That's right, because 6 and 4 more make a 10. Boys and girls, let's count to 26. Don't count faster than my pen can point. And when I get to a 10, I want you to clap. Okay? Ready? 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Nice job. Boys and girls, when you stand up, we're going to finger flash 26. Everyone stand up. And we're going to finger flash our 10s on our left and our 1s on our right. Ready? 10, 20, freeze. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Nice job. Boys and girls, sit down. Boys and girls, our new total is 26. 26 is the same as 20, 10, 20, plus 6 more. Boys and girls, read the equation with me.
26 equals 20 plus 6.
Boys and girls, today's number is 26. What is today's number?
26.
20 plus 6 equals
26.
Say it with me.
20 plus 6 equals 26.
Boys and girls, let's prove it. Count with me.
10,
20,
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Boys and girls, today's number is 20. Or yesterday's number, sorry, boys and girls, yesterday's number was, class?
23.
Let's add 3 more. Count with me.
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Boys and girls, did we make a new 10? Class?
No.
Boys and girls, how many more until we make a new 10? Think about it. Put the hands on your chest. Class?
4.
Because 6 plus 4 more makes a 10. 6 plus 4 more makes a 10. 6 plus 4 makes a 10. Boys and girls, say the equation.
6 plus 4 equals 10.
Boys and girls, let's count to our new total. Ready?
10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Boys and girls, let's do our new equation. Say it with me.
10 plus 10 plus 6 equals 26.
Boys and girls, yesterday's number was 23. Let's add 3 more. Count with me.
1, 2, 3.
Boys and girls, did we make a new 10?
No.
Boys and girls, today we took 23 and we added 3 more. We know our answer is 26. Let's prove it with a proof picture. Say it with me.
10, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Let's add 3 more. 1,
2, 3.
Boys and girls, did I make a new 10 over here?
No.
No. Did I make a 10 over here?
No.
Boys and girls, would I make a new 10 over here? No. Boys and girls, let's count.
10,
20,
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Do they match?
Yes.
That's it. Done. Okay, so a few things. Big deals over here in the equation. What's unique about it? Okay, so the equal sign means the same as, it does not mean the answer. Okay, so we want you in from kindergarten, kids, to know that the equal sign does not mean the answer. So the total is going to go first on this equation. It is not the math we did. That's the most common mistake I see. Other than putting the total at the end, I also see people say 23 plus 3. It is always 10s and 1s. So it's 26 equals 20 plus 6. Okay, when I make a 10, I'm going to put a line through it, and I'm going to put a bracket at the bottom. Your teacher's guide says to erase all of your circles and then just a bracket. I personally like the stick through it because I'm seeing that quick 10 that we're building on for later. That's up to you and how you want to do it in your classroom. I count by 1s to my new total. When I get to, in kindergarten, I'm going to count by 1s for my whole life. Okay, all right. And so even when I get to 100, I know your standard is to 100, but our poster goes to 120 because all of our children think the world ends at 100, right? They're surprised after the 100th day of school that they have to come back. That is over, right? And so we want them to keep going. So you can keep track in kindergarten. You can keep track of the numbers of days of school this way. First grade, you can't. You have to keep track another way because you're adding 2, 3, 4, right? For you all, when you get to, in first and second grade, when you get to 50 or 60, you can stop counting by 1s and you can count by 10s until you get to 60 and then start counting by 1s again. Okay? Second grade, if you feel like your kids can count by 1s and you know for sure they can count by 10s, which I would test your theory, okay? Then you can do other skip counting. Let's count by 3s to get to 72 today, right? So you can do other skip counting to get to that total if you feel like that's something you'd like to do. Finger flashing, you can look these up on YouTube. There's adorable little children doing them, and they all do them wrong. Okay, we are not finger flashing in front of us. Okay, this is kinesthetic. This is about 10s on our left, and our 1s are always on our right. And we always freeze in the middle. Always freeze in the middle because our kids want that line of distinction. Okay, that cross that midline. I've been in some classrooms where first grade teachers or second grade teachers will say the student leader gets to choose the freeze position, right? So the student leader will say, so today when we freeze, we're going to do this. Okay, so it's like 10, 20, and then they say freeze, and the whole class goes, right, whatever the freeze position is, and then they count. So, you can mix it up, make it fun, but that finger flashing is pretty important. Over here, it's 10s and 1s, right? But I'm going to count by 10s to get to my new total. Sticky notes, I think, are terrible. Like, they do not work. Okay, I only have sticky notes today because I lost my painter's tape between the airport and here. But I use painter's tape. Painter's tape works so much better. I just make little tabs out of the painter's tape. So if you're going to use physical print materials, painter's tape is my preferred. I also set up the entire board with painter's tape. So if I were to lift this up, you would see painter's tape underneath here. I would have them all pre-made. So when I make a new 10 and we have to go to the next column, it's already there. It's set up. Are you following what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. See, like that's why. I hate that. They just fall off. So in first grade, mid-semester, sooner if you have students that are really up there, you have even one student that's struggling. Do not turn these over. Even one student. There's no reason to turn them over. There are many more benefits to keeping them uncovered. Okay, so in kindergarten, you never ever flip these over, ever. Okay, it's about conservation of number in kindergarten, and so we all know I flip this over and I say, boys and girls, there's 10 dots. Boys and girls, how many dots are underneath there? I don't know. We have to look it up and look, right? It's a hiding game assessment. Like our kids aren't, developmentally, we're not here yet. Even if I show you this, we don't know there's 10 underneath there. We don't believe you. Okay, so in kindergarten, we leave them uncovered. In first grade, about mid-semester, you can start covering them. So you can say, boys and girls, did we make a new 5? Yay, did we make a new group of 5? Yeah, boys and girls, now we have 2 5s. And we know 2 5s makes a new 10 about mid-semester. But if you even have one child who doesn't believe you that there's 10 dots under here, don't flip them over. There's no reason to. Okay? So,
What would happen when we hit 100?
and when you hit 100, then you would just flip over that guy.
We can have.
Yeah, you would just flip over this guy. Yep. So this part for kindergarten, this may look new for you. Kindergarten, you don't do this. Okay, just first and second grade. You discontinue this when you get to 100. Okay, so when you get to 100 on the number path, you don't do the number path anymore. I find my kids start falling off their chairs and they get very disengaged very quickly in first and second grade, about mid-year. And so I have them come to the carpet with their whiteboards and they do this routine with us. And they all have to show me different ways of making this number and different ways of adding that number. So that's one way to keep them engaged.
When you get to 100 over here,
Yes.
do you count by tens to 100, or do you say 100, 110, 120?
So you say 100, 110, 100, yes. And the finger flash, you just say 100, and you actually, technically you can drop the finger flash when you get to 100, because there's not a symbol. Some teachers make one up, but you can drop the finger flash, or you can just say 100, 110, 120. Yes.
As a fifth grade teacher, this is enlightening for me.
Yeah.
And a couple of years ago, we had instituted like a fact of the day, where if you walked around the building, you asked the kids the fact of the day. But if as upper grades teachers knew about the finger flash and this, if instead of doing a fact of the day, we did a number of the day, it could go all the way up to fifth grade. Like, how do you make 26 multiplying, dividing? Like, and if we knew that we walked up to a first grader, we could say, show me 26 with your finger flash. Like, this would be, this could, like, instead of having us all do different things, we could pick a number. Do facts for the upper grades, lower grades, finger flashes and everything.
Sure.
Because it worked really well. We did it over the loudspeaker and everything. But I
Great
think
way to-
we need to know this so that we can help them, or we can put fifth graders with first graders and say, work with them on
Yeah.
this.
Good idea.
So glad you're here, Karen.
It's a good idea.
Sorry, I'm too vocal.
When you do make a 10 as well, look at, I made a 10, did we make a 10? Did we make a 10? Did we make a 10? Like, think about how many times I've asked, did we make a 10? And what's the partner to 10? There is no reason why my kindergartners should not leave kindergarten knowing all of their partners of 10, much less first and second grade. The question does change in second grade. You'll notice on my cheat sheet here, it says, will we make a new 10 in second grade? So I'll say, boys and girls, today we're going to add 6. Will I make a new 10? And now we have to predict, right? We have to think mentally, if I add 6 more, will I make a new 10? And how many will be left over? Because I'm regrouping, right? So in second grade, guys, this is money. So if you're like, oh, the money is, I do hear a lot that they don't think the money is very strong in math expressions. It's because we're doing it here every day, okay? We are changing in and trading in coins every single day here, right? So that's why when we get to that unit, we're not really spending a whole lot of time on coin value because we're doing it here. And then there's a routine where the kids, if the number's 26, another student leader, one of the other routines that's added, has to come up and make 26 out of coins. And then all the kids are making 26 out of coins. So we're doing things with money all year in second grade. That's why that unit is not as intense as some would like it to be. When we're here in second grade, though, I'm trading in. So, of course, this is 10 cents. Make sure we draw the cent sign, okay? But when I say, boys and girls, can I trade, we got to 5. Can I trade 5 pennies in for anything? Yeah, what should I trade it in for? Everybody? A nickel. And then you can do your little rhyme then, right? A nickel, big and fat, it's worth 5 cents. You make up your own rhyme. I just made that one up. Okay, I know. Okay, so, no, that wasn't anywhere. I don't know what else. Okay, so, and then I have 2 groups of 5, right? And 2 groups of 5, that means I have another nickel. And 2 nickels, boys and girls, think about it. What would I trade 2 nickels in? Everybody think? Boys and girls class? A dime. It's a dime. It's a dime, and it's worth 10 cents, right? So now I'm trading in money every single day, right? When I get to it, then I get to $1. Okay, so I'm adding 6, 7, 8, 9 cents every day. I'm going to get through this quickly, and I'm getting to many dollars by the end of the year. Other questions? Yes.
So for second grade, with the money chart, that just takes place of the blue dots. You're still doing the 120 chart.
Yeah, everything else is exact same. The number you're adding is different. So you're going to make a new 10 every day, almost every day. This is this is just the only thing that's different is the chart. But this, you can do your circles vertically, or you can do them horizontally. And I let kids decide. So some teachers have a kid do it this way, and on a board right next to it, they have them do another way, and they have them show the circles horizontally. So if I were to show it horizontally, let's just say I did it like this, and and they had to make a 10, they would show me making a 10 like this, versus this kid would show me make a 10 like this. Okay, it's both, and the expressions we show them both, so we want them to see flexibly, how that works. But in second grade, we are regrouping constantly. It's not about this math over here, although we can make it about that. We already know the answer is 26. So in first grade, we haven't even gotten to this until Unit 8. So I'm just front loading, I'm just lining it up, we're not even talking about it, we don't even, it just is what it is. And I said, oh, we know that 23 plus 3 is 26. It's about the proof picture in first grade. Kindergarten, you're using your giant number cards, you don't have the blue cards. All right, so if I were to look at this, we are going to come here, and I'm going to show you, some of us have this on smart boards. How many of you put it on the smart? Good, Terry, so I'm going to show you what I have, and I bet yours are better. Okay, so you can share with us what you have as well. This is just what I made when I was in my district. I made it for us. Houghton Mifflin does not have anything along this line. So if I share it with you, you cannot associate it with Houghton Mifflin hardcore. Okay, you got it from a math coach? Everyone say that. Otherwise, you start blaming Houghton Mifflin if it doesn't start working right, and I get in trouble for sharing it with you. Okay, so it's just, I'm giving it to you if you want to use it digitally. So if you're like, all of this stuff, I don't want this stuff, and you'd rather do it electronically, I have a file for you to do it electronically. Okay, so your student leader would come up and say, boys and girls, this, today's number is 31. Let's add 3 more, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you would do your entire routine on here, and then every day you just push save. So you're going to save this file, save a master copy somewhere on your desktop and on a flash drive somewhere. And then every day just save. And so when you bring this up tomorrow, all the work you've done or the kids has done is already saved on here.
But then they don't see, they don't see it every day.
There are definitely cons. So this poster should remain in your room no matter what, right? So if you're doing this electronically, this poster should always stay up. The con of doing the routines up here is they don't see the the circles every day, but they should still at least see the poster every day. So you can weigh those pros and cons. So some people, you may want to choose to do this poster and maybe do the rest. The part that is the most frustrating for people is probably this. And that's what the one that they want to do more digitally. But great point. I would agree with you on this. For me, I have to go to view, and I have to go to Zoom, and I'm going to go to 75% because I need more room. And if all my friends are here at the front anyway. And then when I get, so this is my 240 poster when I get there. And then when I get here, and I have a file for each grade, kindergarten, first, and second. When I take them off, okay, and so now here's my flips, right? So when I get over here, you just have to delete this to the next column, okay? And then these would go back, and you have to cover this up for the next day when you want to fill this up. That's not pre-done for you. You'd have to do that. I didn't get that far. Okay, and then they just write in here the equation, and then this is where that make a 10 fact would go down here. When I got here, so there's my secret code cards. I'm going to show you this. This is an interactive whiteboard lesson. This is a Houghton Mifflin slide. I just saved it in my gallery and put it into my interactive whiteboard lesson for my smart routines. So here's my secret code cards. And so if my student leader has to make the number 51, they make the number 51. Boys and girls, what's today's number? 51. Boys and girls, 50 plus 1 equals 51. Let's prove it. There we go.
Oh.
He's supposed to turn around. I don't know why he's supposed to turn around. So he's supposed to turn around. So, and then he turns around, it might just be my old file, I'm not sure. I'll refresh this screen. So then we go to the next one, and there's your show addition two ways. So there's a number path, which technically you could do from this screen, because you also have your math whiteboard as one of your tools. And I can turn my math whiteboard around as well. And then if you have additional routines, so like in first grade you have the partner houses, so that would be there for you as well.